Morning Meridian, and welcome to Business Buzz, sponsored by TDS Fiber. I'm joined today by Emily Johnson, CEO for Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Southwest Idaho. Welcome, Emily.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Nice to be sitting here with a fellow nonprofit executive, chatting about your success and the things that you're doing in the community. So welcome. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about Big Brothers and Big Sisters. What is your mission and what is it you do in the community?
Absolutely. So we are a youth mentoring organization. That's the cornerstone of everything we do. We match kids in our community with volunteer mentors. And then the beauty of that is we let that relationship basically change everybody's life that's involved in the match. So our littles go on to feel more connected to their community, feel more optimistic and set higher goals for their education. And they tend to stay away from risky behaviors. So what we see is kids who are growing up to be productive, contributing members of our community as they age through this program. And then our volunteers get to have some fun, do something meaningful, and kind of be a kid again for a little while. So we find that it's really beneficial for them as well. And then, of course, the families in our program get some support. They get some somebody to lean on when they need to. And so we have this really symbiotic relationship between everybody that all comes with that mentoring relationship in the core of it.
Yeah. So I've never been a big. I've had many staff employees participate in the program, and they share with me. Why don't you share with our audience just a little bit about what a meeting between a big and a little encompasses? What does a time together look like?
Absolutely. So one of the key reasons that we are successful with a lot of our relationships is that we match based on compatibility. So in our enrollment process, we talk at great lengths with our volunteers. What do you like to do? What were your life experiences? And our hope is that when the big meets with their little, they're doing something they both enjoy. We have a similar conversation with our little, so we learn a lot about what their interests are, maybe what's something they want to try to do, and then we match them with a volunteer who has a similar interest. So it's a tough question to answer in that they do everything from hiking in the foothills to riding their bikes to throwing around a football, cooking, baking, arts and crafts. Really what we want them to do is focus on spending time together, having fun, and really building a friendship. So I always say it's hard to really see what our matches are doing because they're among us. They're out in the community, participating in community events, having ice cream at the local, ice cream shop. So it really varies. But what is similar across the board is it's a kid knowing that there is an adult who cares about them, who is showing up for them and supports them. And that's the secret sauce. That's what makes a difference.
Excellent. So how is Big Brothers and Big Sisters being innovative to help build a better workforce and serve more children in our community? What are you doing innovatively?
So it is a really exciting time to be part of Big Brothers Big Sisters. We have recently approved a strategic plan focused on serving more kids in our community with all of the hardships that came out of COVID, as well as just the growth in our community, like we were talking about earlier. There is a huge need to match these kids with mentors. And so what we've done is some really exciting things to access more volunteers and kids. One of the programs we're really excited about, we call our Beyond School Walls program. And this program, it's a really cool collaboration. We partner with a business and we partner with a youth serving organization, say a school, and we actually bring the littles, the kids, to the business to meet with their bigs. So what you have is kids coming on site to a place of employment and getting all the benefits that come with having a mentor, but they're also getting to see different career opportunities, learning more about local businesses, starting to see that maybe I could do this, maybe I could do that. It opens up their world of possibilities, what a future career might look like for them. And on the business end, you have higher employee engagement, higher morale, better retention rate, because your employees are getting to do something that's meaningful. And even if you're not a big, but you see your business is supporting that, you feel good about working for that company.
Yes.
And you're developing a pipeline of potential employees by exposing these kids to these different careers and what your company is doing.
Yeah. So, Emily, nonprofits, you don't charge the littles, you don't charge the bigs, you do this through fundraising and fundraising efforts. Tell us a little bit about, you just last week had your Magical Moments Gala.
We did.
Tell us a little bit about that and maybe some of the exciting things you've got coming up.
Absolutely. Last Thursday we hosted Magical Moments, which is our largest fundraising event of the year. It's our gala, and I love it for a lot of reasons. Obviously, it raises funds to help us make these matches, because you're right, we don't charge our families anything to be in the program, and we operate on all volunteers. So we raise the funds to ensure that we can screen and train everybody and support the matches through the life of the relationship. We got to meet in person, which was amazing. We had an extremely successful event. So thank you, everybody. Our community is super generous. It was amazing. We just told some really impactful stories. We really wanted our audience to understand the depth of impact that these relationships bring to our littles. So we shared some stories of impact. We had some littles there that got to speak about their experience. We heard from a big who talked about how important this is to him, and even got to hear from a parent about what this program has done for him. We exceeded our fundraising goal. We got to make amazing connections that I think will benefit our program long term. So it was really great to get to be together.
Congratulations on a successful event. Tell us about this new exciting fall event that you're looking to putting on.
We are so excited. So on October 8th, with our friends at Tamarack Resort, we are hosting our first annual big race at Tamarack. So we see this growing into a community event that engages our matches, our families, our volunteers, the community, in a really iconic Idaho event. What's more Idaho than being outdoors, enjoying all the scenery, being active, engaging in nature? It will be a 5K, a 10K, and the big vertical challenge. And stay tuned. The registration is open now, but you're going to be hearing a lot more about this soon to be iconic race to support Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Challenging race as well.
Very challenging.
Up the hill. usually take the lift up, but
right.
We'll have to see. So Emily, tell us a little bit about how the Meridian Chamber of Commerce business members can support and help Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
Oh my goodness. So there's always, as you mentioned, fundraising is always an issue. So sponsorships and donations are always appreciated. But the truth is, we have kids on our wait list right now that need a big. They've raised their hand. They've said they want somebody in their life. We need volunteers. So a place of employment, if they were willing to let us come in and recruit, discuss potentially a Beyond School Walls program, or if you're listening and you think this might be a volunteer opportunity for you, we would love to talk to you about engaging in our program. We've got kids who need bigs. We need the bigs to raise their hand and say, I want to do this, and sign up.
Sure. Is there a best way for people to find out about how they can sign up?
Yes, everything starts on our website.
Okay.
So it's bbbsidaho.org. And you can click on the link to volunteer, even just to learn a little bit more about how to get that process started, and just assess if it's a good fit for you. But I can guarantee if you sign up, it's going to be as life-changing for our volunteers as it is for our kids.
Excellent. Well, today at our speaker series luncheon, Emily's going to share a little bit more about Big Brothers and Big Sisters, so she'll be able to reach some of our membership at that. Anything else coming up in the short term that is exciting or things that people can be involved in?
I would say jump on the big race at Tamarack. Again, our website is the starting place for everything. I would really encourage people to take a look at the big race at Tamarack. We're accepting sponsorships right now, volunteers who are interested in helping, and of course racers, and really just considering stepping into the volunteer arena. We need bigs. We've got great kids all over the Treasure Valley. We'd love to have you if this is something that's interested to you.
Excellent. Well, Emily, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
We really do appreciate that. And I look forward to your talk at lunch.
Thanks.
Join us this Friday as we, once again, First Friday networking event, May 6th. TDS Fiber is also hosting that at their location over here off of Overland. So be sure and join us for this early morning networking event. Until then, we do have an episode of Business Buzz this Friday where we'll be joined by Ruth Schwartz with the Idaho Small Business Development Center. So until then, Meridian, have a great week. Thank you.
Bye.